things that she can offer. But
Sorry, I had to
today,
hit that before I forgot.
it's probably my fault as well. Um, but it's you know, it's a great process for getting us to just uh, look at the things we can be grateful for this year. Obviously within a year, lots of different things happen, good and bad. I've experienced it the last couple of weeks. Um, but the things that we can be grateful for, and one of the things that I think we should be grateful for is this group. And I'm not just saying that for any other reason, other than the fact that we get to meet every week, and we're like-minded people, like-minded souls who all want to be the best we can be, really. That's why we're here, isn't it? And so I think, we're lucky enough to have some great people in this group. And every now and again, I'd like to think we can ask one of those to present and do something for us. So Jasmine's here tonight. She's going to do a thing called the gift room. Is that right? Gift room.
Perfect. Yeah.
Wrapping up the year. I know we've got a couple more weeks to go yet. And hopefully I'll last a couple more weeks. But I'm not I'm not making any predictions at the moment. I'm living every day as if it's the last. And Nick's known me for years now. He knows I've been doing that for years anyway, so there's really no difference. I'm trying to make sure that we speak about being more than we are of our physical being. That's absolutely true. But I'm going to live this life as if this is it. And if it's when I finish here and I end up somewhere else and I meet some of you again, that's a bonus. But for now, I'm going to make sure that I live every day as if this is it. But as I said, we've got a couple more weeks to go yet. But looking back at this year, looking at the things we can be grateful for, I was lucky enough, once again, to spend some time with Nick. I met Samantha in person for the first time at HTL. How lucky am I? And then I met Jasmine there for the first time. And the things that, times I've shared with Blahin and in Ireland, and Doreen, I met in one of our retreats here. And so there's lots of things to be grateful for. So this is what we're going to do in Jasmine's session tonight. I hope I'll explain that right, Jasmine.
Yeah, perfect. You're the
Okay.
second
And it's going to be a lovely process for all of us. So that's about it, Nick. But I was just thinking of it. Has anyone got anything that you want to ask me, or you want to ask Nick? Anything that's going on in your life, and you think, if you're willing to share with us, and you think, what do you think about this? How would you deal with that? Look on me as a bit of an agony aunt for the next couple of minutes. And if anything you want from me, you think any questions you want from me or Nick, just ask us for the next 5-10 minutes, and then we'll get into. I don't know. Are you going to do a process, Nick, or are we just going to let Jasmine run the show tonight?
Yeah, it's her show. I would say also, if you have any wins, anything that you made up your mind to create in your life that's come to fruition, we'd love to hear about those too. So we'll open the floor for a few minutes here.
Yeah, or anything you think, this is something I'm looking forward to, and I can't get a handle on it. What do you think that would make a difference towards me achieving that goal? Anything like that. Let's let us know for the next like 5 or 10 minutes. We'll have a chat about it, and then we'll get into it. I'll hand it over to Jasmine, and she can take us through this process. Anything at all? No? What a room of perfect people. Oh, Samantha's got a hand up. That's good.
Yeah, I have actually multi wins. So an internal win was I wanted to be able to flow with my words in my hypnosis sessions and have everything just come out of me like water as far as my words, and just be a conduit and have the words come out fast, because I had these pauses, and they are now. So
Good.
it feels really good to be in that space, to have those words just flowing at a rapid speed. And then I have a business partnership that I'm really looking forward to. That is something that I wanted to create about a year ago, and Yeah, so I'm excited about that for the new year because they have a lot of strengths that I don't have, and I have a lot of strengths that they don't have. So I'm really happy about it.
Well, as I said, I experienced that session you ran the other day, and I thought that there was a big change in you. From when I met you in July in Hypno Thoughts Live, and I think I might be wrong, Samantha, but I think it's like an inner confidence that's created a kind of calmness within you. It's a belief that maybe you didn't have weeks ago, months ago. But I know when you did your presentation, it just felt like you were enjoying it, like you're amongst friends. And I think when we present, that's how we should feel, really. I understand that people are there, and most people are petrified about presenting. So, to be able to know that you've got something to say, you've got something to share, and just be yourself. And I felt that's what you did, and I thought that's why I had a smile on my face. Apart from watching people being bees for half an hour, that's why I had a smile on my face, because I just loved the fact that you were in the flow and really enjoying yourself. So I'm really pleased, and I'm sure your partnership in the new year is going to be great. I've been in business partnerships, and I'm in one, so to speak, a business partnership with Nicholas. And my thinking is always this, I my goal working with Nicholas is that I want him to be successful, and so I'll do, wanting, caring about Nick, having a love, if you like, for Nick and who he is, and wanting the best for him. That brings out a strength in me that I couldn't do for myself. It's like when someone's coming around for a workout, and where you think if you're doing it for yourself, you probably wouldn't get up and do it. Where someone's coming around, you want to be your best for them, and that's how I feel in my partnerships. And I think if you go into this partnership with whoever you're with, and if I remember when I was in my 20s, I had my first business, and the guy who was my business partner was an Irish guy, Joe Adair. He's a brilliant man, and in fact, he just died, and he must be 97 when he died, because he was like 27 years older than me. I was 27 when we started this business. He was 52, and and I said to him, look, if my goal is to make you as wealthy as possible, and your goal is to make me as wealthy as possible, we'll both get wealthy. But when you're thinking for yourself in a partnership, and I think it's not just with business, I think in relationships as well. If your goal is to make your partner as happy as possible, if your goal, and when it comes to physical pleasure with your partner, if your goal is to give your partner as much pleasure as possible, then the chances are you're both going to have that pleasure. But instead of thinking about yourself, thinking about your own pleasure, thinking about what you can gain from that partnership, I think if you go into that partnership in 2025 with the understanding that your goal should be to create a wonderful business for your partner. If your partner has the same goal for you, you'll both create that. And I think that's a different way of thinking. For me, I can get up. Don't matter whatever happens. I can get up for Nick. I can I can drag every last drop of myself out of myself for Nicholas, because I believe in him and I want him to be. I know his dream for the ministry. I know where he wants to be with it, and because of that, I can drag more stuff out of myself than I could possibly do for myself. And I think when we're in a partnership, I think if we have that kind of mindset, it's very little you cannot achieve. I remember saying to my two boys who are now 53 and 50, and Anthony, you don't know his older brother, but I know they were like 12 and 14 and they were doing something. And I said, one man with a goal, he can achieve incredible things. But two people with the same goal, with the same mindset, it's amazing what you can achieve. And like you said, your partner has strengths that you don't have, you have strengths that they don't have. And when you come together, Nick has the looks, I have the brains. That's why we're so good together. And
I thought it was the other way.
I said to him when we met, I said, but your looks, my brains, we can't fail. And look what's happened. So, if you use each other's strengths, it's amazing what you can achieve. So I'm pleased for you, Samantha. And I'm so pleased that we met, and I'm so pleased you're in my life. So it's great.
Freddie, I was watching a video today with this guy that I really like on business. And, you know, I talk a lot about frames, like the frame that you have when you approach something affects everything, right? And so one of the frames was, you know, if you're getting into business to solve your own problems, or are you getting into business because you're obsessing about solving your customers' problems? And so if you go out into the world and you're like, oh, I got to sell this so I can earn money, that's one frame. But if you're like, I want to change my customer's life, I want to add value to them, I want to solve their problems, and you obsess over that, then you're going to do way better financially than if you just go out to solve your own problems. And so, yeah, I don't know, that just came to me while you were speaking. And I think that's very relevant when you're thinking about your customers. You know, you can obsess over your problems, but your joy is going to come from solving other people's problems. And that's where your wealth and your growth and everything's going to happen. So,
yeah, you know, most people here are in the caring business of some kind. You know, you're hypnotherapist, you're therapist, or you know, or you're looking to help other people and help yourselves. You know, when I say to my students at the end of our diploma course, I say, look, you know, if you have the mindset, instead of thinking how much money can I earn, I'm going to be a hypnotherapist, how much money can I earn? If you go out with with the thought, how many people can I help? It's a different way of thinking, and it drags more out of you than if you're thinking about the money you can earn. So, and I also say this, you know, and I know most people come into this work and we don't want to sell ourselves. You know, we very few people come into hypnotherapy because they think they're going to earn a lot of money. They come in to either they've had hypnotherapy, they want to help, they want to better use that to help other people, and you know, and then it comes to making the videos, and it comes to doing the TikTok and doing the, you know, all the Instagram things, the things that people dread, making the videos and Facebook, and people don't want to do it. And they say, I don't want to sell myself. You know, I don't feel I want to sell myself. You know, it's hard to believe, but I used to be a salesman. I used to have a sales company, and I know it's hard to believe, but you know, what I say to my guys is the word sell comes from the Norwegian word selje, which means to serve. And if you have a product or service that can enhance someone's life, and you all do, if you're doing this work, you have a service that can enhance someone's life, and you do not sell it to that person. You get in front of somebody who's suffering from fear or anxiety or pain, or you know they're not living the life they want. You get in front of that person, and you have an opportunity to tell them what you do and how you can help them, and you don't do that, then you've done that person a disservice. And like so, what Nick was saying earlier, you know, if you think about how can I solve this person's problem, you know, when I used to sell and I used to be face to face on what I call the, you know, the front line where the bullets of rejection fly, you know, and I'd get in front of a client and I'd say, look, you know, and I know he's had 6 other people kind of selling the same kind of product. And I say, look, you know, it's my, you know, I'm in front of you. And if I don't explain to you clear enough how my service can help you, and I walk out that door and I do not sell it to you, then I've done you a disservice. So I'm going to do my utmost to explain how I can help you. And I think that's a different way of thinking when it comes to sales. And I think we should all bear that in mind, and not just in sales situations, but if we go through life, you know, thinking, how can I enhance this person's day? What can I say to this person that might just change this moment, change this day for this person? I was running some training in Portugal and Lisbon, I think is the city. And across the road from where we worked, there was a ball ring, and next door to this ball ring was an Italian restaurant, and we took the students out for a meal after we'd finished this training. And there was a guy in this a waiter in this restaurant, and he was beautiful. That's the only way I can describe this guy, you know. And he had this, I remember, because he had this gap in his teeth, which made him look, you know, a real character. You know, he wasn't perfect, but his imperfection made him look beautiful anyway. And he's doing a great job as a waiter. You know, he was joyful, all that kind of stuff. There's about 13 people sitting around his table, and I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, this is you know, a really beautiful man and a really good waiter. So normally I think things and I don't say it. You know, we all do that, don't we? We get good service and we think it, but we don't say it. So I said to this guy, I said, look, I've got to tell you, you know, you're an absolutely beautiful man. You're doing a brilliant job. And, you know, and and he kind of smiled. And I don't know whether the rest of the people around the table thought I was going to chat him up or something. I wasn't. But, you know, but this guy smiled and he kind of grew 3 inches. Just the fact that someone, you know, unconditional compliment, you know, with no agenda, no side, just a, you know, a nice word that you're thinking. And I think we don't do that all the time. And I think every now and again throughout our day, if we get good service or we meet someone that makes us smile, or someone that looks great or whatever, just say what we're thinking every now and again. Try not to get punched, but you know, but just those kind of things can change someone's day. They can change someone's life when they're said from your heart and they're meant. And I think you know, it's not hard to do, but we have to kind of remind ourselves to do it. And on that, you know, and in that way, I think we've got to do it for ourselves as well at times. You know, you do a great presentation like you know, Jasmine made the other day. You did the other day, Samantha. When you've done that presentation and you know people have loved it, you know, remind yourself every now and again that you changed people's lives that moment. You know, that lady you said that's now free of that block she had, Samantha. You know, and I'm sure I know because, you know, I've sat in on both your presentations and Jasmine had an effect on me. You had an effect on me the other night. And every now and again, we have to remind ourselves, you know, when we're beating ourselves up over the stupid things we do and the, you know, the crazy things we do, just remind yourself every now and again that you've done something of value. And I think that's important, not just complimenting other people, but every now and again, give yourself a compliment that's, you know, in the same form. So I know I've gone on a bit of a rant here, but you know, from what you were saying, I hope that helps you.
Allison's got her hand up. Hi, Allison.
Hi. I think I told Nick this, but I I got to spend the first Thanksgiving with my mom since I was a teenager, and I'm 57, and she's 89 and probably has a couple years left in partial dementia, and we're working on repairing our relationship, and she asked me to do Christmas lunch with her on the 28th. And so I'm going to do that. And she's calling me every couple of days to tell me she loves me. And there's a lot of hurt we set aside. So I just kind of opened my heart to, you know, this whole thing. So it's a huge thing because it's going to have trickle down effects to all my other relationships, you know, work and everything else. So I just wanted to share that win.
Yeah, I'm
That's
so
great.
pleased. I'm so pleased for you, Alison. And you know, you don't have those times. You know, you know, I hate to keep harping back on it. You know, but I died like a couple of weeks ago, and I feel so lucky to be able to say the things I need to say to people and tell the people I love that I love them. So many people don't get that opportunity, and you don't, you know, to be able to have that opportunity. You know, so many people go out to work one day, drop dead, and the things they could have said and should have said, you know. So I've been very lucky, and I'm so pleased that you've met with your mother and you're sorting that out. You know, because you don't, you know, you don't get that chance again. I'm so pleased, you know, and it's so easy to get stuck in these, you know, things that have happened, and you know, sometimes you just have to say whatever's happened, you know, you've got to draw a line under it, move on, and recognize what's really important. So I'm really pleased for you, Alison. I know it's
Thank
going to
you.
make a massive difference in your life. I know it is.
Yeah.
Mark?
So I was in a business meeting of some sort, and there was a woman in particular who just seemed to be struggling with something. I could tell it was personal, but just on a hunch, I just sent her a quick chat, hey, if you want to try hypnosis. She was from Zurich. I'm happy to do a session and whatever you can afford. Well, I remember she'd gone through something really big, she said, and she was down to her last couple $100. And so she had a meeting and she was just blown away by it. And she was so blown away, she's told her friend, and her friend had a meeting with me. So it's just, I find in life sometimes it's about taking that chance when
Yeah.
not,
Oh,
not
I'm born
everybody.
and raised here.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, let me just mute.
I got it.
That's okay.
You got it? Okay. Sorry, Mark, go on.
No, I was just going to say, I can't tell you how many times when I've taken that chance, something amazing happens. Yeah, I'm,
Yeah, and I just about to say it rather than, you
think it,
think
like
it
you
and
said. Yeah.
you think it and the time goes and that person's never going to know that you could help them. And I think every now and again, if you see someone struggling, just speak to them. And I think, the worst thing I say is, no, I'm okay, or I'm not interested. But how many times do we do that where we miss an opportunity because we just didn't say what we were thinking at the time? So I'm pleased for you, Mark, and I'm pleased for the people you spoke to. And we have the ability, don't we, with our words every now and again to change to help someone change their life. So I'm really pleased, and I think we should all think about. I mean, this time of the year is one of those times as well when we start to think about people we love, people we've missed, and all those kind of things. But I think we shouldn't wait for Christmas to do that. I think we should keep that kind of feeling going all through the year. And as you said, sometimes, just a word, and we have incredible abilities with our words to help people change their lives. And we should take those opportunities now and again. So well done, Mark. I'm really pleased for you. And thanks for sharing that.
Well, thanks everybody for sharing. I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Jasmin. Now I'm excited to go through her process. So let's, and Veronica just showed up just in the nick of time. So, Jasmin, take it away. It's all yours.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me and giving me the space. First gift already down. Yeah, I came up with the process. It's a bit Sherlock Holmes, Mind Palace meets Marie Kondo. So we clean up all the year and take all the precious gifts and put them in our own Mind Palace in the gift room. Because I realized when I started 8 years ago to reflect on what the year actually has brought, that I was more focused on what I missed out on in the last weeks and thought I didn't accomplish, but let all the other months go by, and turned that around with a process, and turned this now into a hypnotic process that I would love to share with you, so you can treasure it every year, actually, because you can apply it the whole year, and also get already a gift for 2025. So if you've got any questions, or otherwise we just keep on going on a journey. Some already did it, but I'm sure the ones who did it already still have some more presents to unwrap. All right, then get yourself comfortable. Perfect. And you already know how to do this. Take in a deep breath, and as you exhale, allow your eyes to close very easily in your own time, in your own space. Just settle into this moment. Let your attention turn inward and meaningful insights outward. The space is entirely yours. With every breath, you can feel that your body already begins to soften. Your mind begins to quiet. Every inhale, the wave of comforting warmth is gliding through your body, soothing every muscle, every nerve, every fiber. And with every exhale, you can just release any tension, letting it melt away, dissolving completely into the air. This is your time to relax, and this is your time out. Because when your body and mind are in harmony, you can perceive insights and messages that often go unnoticed in the everyday buzz. That's right, perfectly. And gifts that can be profoundly useful for your life's journey ahead. So let yourself just slide into the state of wonderfully soft, cozy, and complete relaxation, where your body feels light and your mind feels open, and peace and ease surround you like a warm embrace, a big hug from somebody you love and cherish. Your subconscious mind knows what to do. It's your friend on the other side, always looking out for you. Just let it happen. Allow yourself to drift away, floating across time and space to the magical wonderland of your imagination, to a very special place. Maybe it's a place you've been before, or it's a new place you find yourself in for the first time. Just allow such a place to come into your awareness now. That's perfect. However you imagine it is exactly right for you. And imagine that in that place, wherever you are, is a safe and welcoming staircase. It can just appear before your mind's eye. Get a sense of it and feel yourself standing at the top of it. You don't need to see all the stairs at once. Or maybe you do, however it is, it's perfectly fine. And as I count from 10 to 1, I'd like you to take a step down that staircase, each number I count down. Each step takes you deeper into peace and into clarity. So let's go. 10, relaxing more and more. 9, 8, into this wonderful state. 7, 6, calmness flow through you. 5, 4, peace surrounding you. 3, 2, showing you all the way down, deeper and deeper. 1, you're at the bottom of the staircase and you're ready for your journey ahead. That's right, perfectly. And in front of you is a door, simple yet so special, because your name is etched into it, glowing softly, as if welcoming you home. This is your gift room, sacred space created by you, just for you, where every experience, every memory, every celebration, every victory from your past has been preserved. It's like a gallery of your life, museum of your mind. So step closer to the door and place your hand on the darker panel beside the door. Feel it recognize you, lighting up in your favorite color, and the door glides open silently, inviting you in. And as you step inside, notice the soft golden glow that fills the room. The walls are lined with shelves that stretch up and around you. Each shelf holds the story of a year in your life. From the moments that shaped you, the memories you cherished, to the quiet transformations only you know about. That's right. Today, your gaze is drawn to one shelf in particular, 2024. It's filled with packages beautifully wrapped in all shapes and sizes. Some glimmer with vibrant, shimmering paper. Others are tied with bold ribbons. And a few are simple, humble, but no less significant. Every package belongs here because every moment of your year holds value. And your unconscious mind knows exactly which gifts are most important for you today to explore. Trust it to guide you, and let your gaze wander across the shelf until one shiny package calls to you. Perhaps it's wrapped in bold, shimmering paper, a memory of triumph, joy, celebration. Or maybe it's softer, subtler, a quiet but meaningful experience. Whatever it is, pick it up, feel its size in your hands, notice the texture of the paper, the care that's been taken to wrap it just for you, and feel the energy it seems to hold. And as you begin to unwrap it, allow the lovely memory, lovely moment come to life again. See the colors, the people, the details, hear the sound, and really feel the emotions it brings, the joy, pride, happiness, confidence, accomplishments, love. Perhaps it's a goal achieved, one that once felt out of reach, but now stands as a testament to your determination. Or a moment when you felt truly vividly alive. For every part, you awake to the joy of being. Or maybe it's a connection that lit up your soul, a bond that reminded you of the depth of love and belonging. Whatever it is, feel the positivity rising in your chest, spreading the love flowing through your heart, and the deep, unshakable gratitude for it, wrapping around you like a cozy, soft blanket. Let it spread and fill every corner of your being, till your entire body is glowing with the beauty of the moment. That's perfectly. Just enjoy every breath. It spreads even further. And when you're ready, place this unwrapped gift gently back on the special 2024 shelf in your mind, and knowing you can return to it whenever you need to feel its strength, its warmth again. That's right. As you savor the moment of warmth and joy, the gift you've just unwrapped, you may feel a quiet strength growing within you. A readiness to explore more of what this year has brought to you. Your gaze now falls on a package that might feel different. Its wrapping might be rougher, the edges uneven, or its colors more muted. Take a deep breath as you reach for this package. You've got this. Remind yourself that every gift, no matter how it's wrapped, holds something of value to you. Feel the weight of it in your hands. It's heavier, but you're strong enough to hold it. And trust that your unconscious mind already has an idea what's inside, what lesson, what insight or learning this package holds for you. You're safe, well, and protected in your gift room. So take a deep breath in and know whatever it is, you can handle it. Start to unwrap it. Let the layers fall away. That's right. And inside, you find a snow globe. Take a moment to hold it in your hands. And just notice how some lingering emotions are still tied to it. Maybe it's frustration, sadness, regret, anger, hurt, whatever it is for you. They're swirling inside and creating a storm within the snow globe. But here's the remarkable thing. The snow globe is designed to hold these emotions for you, so you don't have to. It creates a safe boundary, allowing you to step back and just simply observe without any judgment. You don't need to shake it. You don't need to force to settle or do anything at all. Just hold it steady. Just let it rest. Feel its weight settle. And notice the more you look that the storm inside begins to quiet. The 1,000 little snowflakes of emotion start to slow their spiraling dance. They drift softly downward like leaves in the fall, gliding to the ground. The water becomes clearer with every passing moment until the storm has completely dissolved. And now, after the storm settled, you can notice that something begins to glow softly within the snow globe, a light that wasn't visible before in the storm. And this light is the lesson, the gift, the insight that this moment has brought to you. Maybe it's a strength you discovered within yourself, the resilience you built in a challenging time. Perhaps it's a wisdom you gained, clarity that now shines brighter than ever. And watch as the light grows stronger until it illuminates the whole globe. And feel its warmth, its light radiating into your hands, filling you with a sense of peace, ease, and understanding, shining through you. And what once felt heavy now feels light and meaningful. That's right, you're doing perfectly. And when you're ready, place the glowing snow globe gently on the shelf. And as it rests there, feel the quiet truth it holds now for you. Bad chapters can still create great stories. Wrong path can still lead to the right places. Failed dreams can still create successful people. Storms pass, emotions settle, and clarity and gratitude always remain. That's right, perfectly. You're doing so well. And now take your time to continue exploring your gift room, unwrapping the moments that call to you one by one. Some gifts might bring joy, happiness. Others may offer profound lessons, perhaps something you didn't fully realize until now. You're looking closer. Or maybe there's a smaller package, almost hidden, representing quiet internal progress no one else knows about, only you do. Open it gently and acknowledge the strength you've gained in silence, the ways you've grown when no one was watching. Or perhaps you uncover a surprise, a gift you didn't expect, but one that shifted something important within you. As you unwrap each package, take your time. There's no right way. There's only right for you. And let those memories, the moments, positive emotions come to life again. Every gift, feel the gratitude growing, stacking for what this year has given you. Growing stronger and stronger. Every package you unwrap perfectly. Take your time. Some might be small, some might be bigger. This is your place. You can always come back, unpack more, store more. And now step back and take in the shelf filled with all the gifts of 2024. Some you know about, some you might have forgotten about. Some are bold and glittering, others are quieter, humbler, but no less meaningful. Together they create the story of your year, a story of growth and resilience, connection and becoming. Feel the deep gratitude for all these moments, the wins, big or small, that lit you up, the lessons and challenges that shaped you, the surprises, and all the growth it brought to you. Let this gratitude settle deeply into your heart. Take a deep breath and feel it expand. That's right. Feel it. It's all yours. You're the gift. Because this is the essence of the gift room. Perfectly. And as you turn around and want to leave the special place of yours, your gaze falls on an empty shelf, glowing softly, waiting patiently. And above it in elegant letters is the number 2025. The shelf is yours, a blank canvas for the new year, ready to hold the moments, achievements, and transformations you will create in the year ahead. 2025, your year to thrive. And it isn't about changing who you are. It's about stepping more fully into the truth of who you've always been. During the next 365 days, fill it up with the things that light you up, the goals that excite you, the experiences that inspire you, the places near and far you would love to go, the joy, the love, the meaning you are so worthy of. Let this be your year, a year of possibility, growth, magic, the year you enjoy to the fullest. And as you breathe this in and feel the excitement for what's to come, feel one word rises within you. A word clear and powerful, like a whisper from your soul. And whatever this word is, this is your North Star for the year ahead. It represents your vision, your strength, your intention. Trust your instincts, trust your subconscious mind. Whatever comes up is right for you. It might be already crystal clear, maybe it's still a bit blurry. Your subconscious mind knows best because it knows you best. Trust it. And even if it's still blurry, it will reveal itself the next minutes, the next days. And imagine placing this word gently on the 2025 shelf, letting it anchor and light the path before you. It's your first gift of the new year, steady guide that will stay with you. A quiet reminder of your power, your purpose, your capacity, to create the life you envision. And look back at the shelf glowing softly in the golden light and feel the certainty that you will fill it with gifts that reflect your extraordinary person you are and the one you're becoming. And with so many good feelings inside of you, turn around and begin to leave your gift room for now, carrying all the treasures you unpacked with you back to the present, into the future. Knowing you can return to this place whenever you need to reflect, recharge, or rediscover all the treasures within you. That's right, perfectly. The door silently closes behind you, keeping this safe, keeping this space safe and sacred just for you, waiting for you. And while I count, and you will go back up the stairs step by step, each number, here's what I want you to remember. 10. Don't overjudge yourself. You're always doing the best you can. You're capable of achieving anything and everything you set your heart and mind to. 9. You don't need to have all the answers. Right now and the future, you will always figure it out. Trust that your subconscious is with you every step of your journey, gently guiding you, helping you, building the life you want in a way that feels right and true to you. 8, because here's the truth. You're ready. You've always been ready. 7, because there's no right time to begin. Here's only now. And now is perfect. 6, and even on the days when doubt or anxiety might whisper in your ear, I want you to remember you're so much stronger than you often give yourself credit for. You've got this. 5, deeply feel and know you're enough. You've always been enough. There's nothing you need to fix, nothing to prove. 4, because everything you need to achieve your dream is already within you. Every goal, every intention, every vision you hold in your heart and mind is possible. 3, be your own best friend and always love yourself first. Love yourself most, because you're enough, you're worthy, you're capable. 2, you, my friends, are extraordinary. 1, coming back to the here and now, opening your eyes to your bright new future. And never forget, you're both the gift and the giver, meant to shine, grow your light, cause the world is brighter with you in it. Taking a deep breath and coming back on time to the here and now. That's right. Perfectly. Stretch. Hello.
Thank you, Jasmin.
Very welcome. Thanks
I
for
wonder for a
having me.
moment if my eyes were ever going to open. I tried to open them a few times.
I saw that. Enjoying it too much.
Thank you very much. That was great.
Very welcome. Now, if you have the word already, you can type it in the chat and maybe inspire others who don't feel it right now, but it will for sure come. And even though it might seem as the perfect fit right now, it absolutely is. Let me tell you, I do it now for more than 8 years, and even though I always thought it's not the right one, it was exactly right, especially in retrospective. So
It's nice to see that empty shelf for 2025 that we can fill with whatever we want to fill it with. You know, it's a nice thought, isn't it?
Mine was already full.
Was
I
it?
don't know if that's good or bad, but yeah, I was already full. I would love to hear everybody's words. Yeah, if you can type it or just share it. Mine was inspiration.
Right.
Living from inspiration. That was my word. Share, give, joy, beautiful.
I imagine dumping my emotions into that crystal ball and those emotions turned into snowflakes. And then I like held that crystal ball and I just put it away from me. Felt really good.
Great stuff. Yeah. It's amazing what we can do with our mind and our imagination. Because none of it's real, is it? Nothing, none of it. It's all perspective. So once we understand that, and we understand we have the ability to imagine pretty much anything we want to imagine, or we may as well imagine the best outcome, haven't we? You know, and however we do that, put those problems in that crystal ball, put it to one side, you know, whatever we want to do, whatever says to our mind, put this down or pick this up, is, you know, our brain and body tends to follow whatever our intention is when it comes to our imagination. It's great stuff. Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah, really good. Well, okay. I think that covers it for this week. We'll plan on January 9th for the virtual goal setting retreat. If you want to set aside a little more time for that call, we'll take your word and we'll anchor it even deeper into the year ahead. I want to leave you with one last thought. So this I saw on the video that I was talking about earlier today. Was the idea of the laws of success and these principles that show up everywhere. And one of them is kind of related to karma. So in the Bible, it says you reap what you sow, right? We know the thoughts that we plant and the actions we take are sowing seeds that will later lead to a harvest. So what you reap is what you sow, but what you reap comes after what you sow. Remember, your thoughts don't manifest instantly. So you sow your seeds and then the harvest comes after that. And then you reap in multiples of what you sow. So if you're sowing good thoughts, good deeds, good relationships, it doesn't come like when you plant an apple seed, you don't get an apple seed back. You don't even get an apple back, right? You get a whole tree that produces apples year after year. And so when your mindset is right and you're sowing the right thoughts and you're focused on the right things and you're imagining the right way, like Freddie was talking about, you don't just get an apple back, you get a harvest year after year. You get relationships that continue to give you fruits. You have business relationships that continue to pay dividends. And so this is why every thought, every word, every deed is so important, because you're sowing seeds, and in 2025 you are going to reap what you sow. So I'm excited to see what that is for everybody.
Great. It is going to be exciting. You know, it's and if you know we stay together as a group, we'll find out, won't we? You know, we're going to find out how Samantha's partnership goes, and find out how, you know, Jasmine's career continues, and all of you, you know, are doing great work out there. So yeah, it's a wonderful thing, really. I love this group, so I appreciate you all being here. It's very good of you. And hopefully at some point in 2025, we might get to share the same space, the same physical space somewhere, which would be really nice. I've been working online for a while, and some of you I've met now in person. It's a very strange thing when you've been working with someone online and then you meet them in person, and it doesn't seem to be any distance. Not like you've just met that person. So it's just a very strange thing. I'm so lucky we are to be able to speak to each other in real time across the world. You know, it's we can't take it for granted, but it's an amazing thing, really. So yeah, anyway, that's us for today. And thanks, Nick, for planting.
Thanks,
those
Jasmine, for
seeds.
being our guest.
Thanks
Yeah.
for inviting.
Okay, and we'll see you all again soon.
See everybody next week.
Bye now.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you,
Take care.
Jasmine. Good
Thanks.
weekend,
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jasmine.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.